you try one.
You want me to try one?
No.
Okay, here, let me see. Let me see. Mmm, yummy.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go pick mulberries. I got a bucket, we got a tarp. See how many we can get. I'm gonna make a pie and I'm gonna try to make some jelly. We'll see how that goes. What's that for? Oh, okay. I feel better today, but yesterday, after all of our chicken drama, I thought it was over. It wasn't. Yesterday when my son went out to check on the chickens, one of them was dead. A large chicken, not one of the babies. It was Hawk. And I don't know, she was laying in her bird bath area, like the dust bath dirts, and she was just laying there. All right, lay out the tarp, and then we'll shake the tree. You're working. Are you okay?
My finger.
Oh, goodness. This branch over here. There you go. Good job. All right, put it down. All right. Is that, oh, that's what that stick is for?
No.
It's
I'm
not.
Using it.
You're just using it? All right, let me shake it, okay? Woo! You're like falling on me. So I think, I don't really know why she died. I looked at her. She wasn't attacked or anything like that. So far, none of the other chickens are sick, and she wasn't even sick either. She was perfectly fine that day. So I'm hoping she just had a heart attack and passed peacefully and quickly, and I hope that's the end of it. But it is sad.
Not you.
Well, you're putting your hand right in front of it, though. We can't see if you put your hand there because the camera's right over on the side. So just hold it like that. We got a video of you, James. Nope, you're putting your hand there. Nope, this is where the camera is. Oh, my kids have left the berry picking escapade because I forgot that kids are not always very helpful. Luckily, they're coming back. So I'm gonna try to plant some nut trees. I actually have some nuts that I have no idea how long nuts are viable for, and obviously it'll take a long time to grow a tree from a nut, but I'm gonna try some hickory nuts that I want to try planting, and we might have some walnut. I wouldn't mind having like a black walnut tree. I know you have to plant it not around anything that you really like because the roots like secrete this chemical or something. It does something where nothing's going to grow within the root line, and usually the roots of trees go out about as far as the canopy, so that's just a good rule of thumb. What do you think happened to those trees? Why are they all brown? Guys, look at all this clover. Do you see how all this clover right here? Look.
We might find a 4-leaf in here.
Well, look, and it goes all the way to the back. That's a lot of clover. So after nut trees, then fruit trees. So I would like to plant more fruit trees. Things you should establish first are usually the most expensive. So you want to try, a lot of people try to save money by doing, same thing with flowers. Your peonies, your lilac bushes, your perennial things that come back year after year are more expensive than a packet of annual seeds. But you do much better if you can plant those first, because then they can really get established. It's a trade-off. Remember the giant rose bushes? Well, they are done flowering. So they don't last quite as long as the ones you get from the store. No, there's none back there? Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys see all these? Look. These are all going to be blackberries. All right, so this tree fooled me for years. Look, see how they're white? See how they're all white? Yeah. These are actually ripe. All these are white mulberries. They're ripe and you can eat them. The pollinators love them. Look at how many bees are on this one flower. Do you see all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at them. Like, that's a lot. Because how am I gonna make jam if you guys eat all the mulberries? My husband would be the tree trimmer doing it. The big tarp. I feel like that tripled or quadrupled what we had picked. It's actually a good amount there now. I took out about 3.5 cups for a pie, and then the rest of it in this big pot is going to be made into jam. Okay, that took forever. I warmed everything up, ran it through a blender, mushed it all up, then I strained it. Here's all the stuff that didn't make it through the strainer. And now I need to add sugar, and I was like, maybe I should put it back in the big pot since I don't know how much sugar I need to add, and I realized I have no idea how many cups this was. at all, I have no idea how much sugar to add. Okay, the internet has given me some answers. First of all, it's not jam, it's jelly because I strained it. Second of all, they keep saying like, oh, maybe a 1-to-1 ratio, but I feel like that's too sweet. So I'm going to put a little bit of sugar in and I'm just going to taste test it and see when it sets up and see what it tastes like, and we'll just go from there. So coming outside now. Okay. Bo took the older kids to go play in the creek with some friends, and the baby, it's not such a baby anymore, he's almost 3, was taking a nap, and I was like, this is great. I'm going to make some jelly, and then I'm going to come out and do some yard work in the garden, and I'll be able to film it. And wouldn't you know, like partway through just mushing up the berries, of course, the baby wakes up, and I have to make him like a sandwich, and he's upset because the big kids went and playing without him. And it's like, I feel like that's just the way things are with kids. They make everything take a lot longer. And I know that it's like, kids aren't the distraction from the real work. They are the real work, or the most important. Kids aren't the distraction from the most important work. They are the most important thing. And I need that probably like tattooed on my face, because it is hard sometimes. I'm like, I just want to get something done. I decided to just call it on my spring crops and then do them again in the fall. These have been so ravaged by cabbage worms that they're just sad, and then the chickens, I think, got at this one and kind of pecked it. But I am going to pull them, and even though they're small, like, I think I can still eat them unless it's just completely full of, you know, caterpillars. I guess we'll find out. These never quite made it. They started to. I might leave in the purple ones, honestly. So I have heard this before somewhere, and it seems to be true that the red vegetables are less affected by pests than the green ones. And isn't that interesting? So I might leave the red cabbages in and see if I can get them to head, although it's hot, guys. It's like summer. So instead, I think I'll leave those in, but then I'm going to reseed everything. And oh, hang on, look. So this is I was just talking to you. This is my superpower, guys. It's like my only superpower is I feel 4-leaf clovers. So there's one right there. Anyways, sorry. What was I saying? Yes, I'm gonna start more cabbage seeds, and I had already started more cabbage seeds and killed them again. So, but I'm gonna start them again, and I think I'm gonna leave them in the house. I need to reset up my my lights and everything, and I'm just gonna redo them in the house. And isn't this interesting? Look, this kale has been like decimated, but if you just come right over here, well, I guess maybe they're making their way over here because this one looks fine. I guess maybe they're traveling from over here to over here. So I was like, how come those are so bad and these look so okay? But these are not gonna do anything. Broccoli, I mean, they're just all ate up. So the question then becomes, what am I putting in the spot of the broccoli and the cabbage and everything? So here's the thing, guys, I have really only, looking back, had like a good like summer garden, you know, tomatoes and peppers and herbs and stuff like that. I've never done successfully really like all the cold weather crops, and I've certainly never done a fall garden. I just usually let my summer garden stretch all the way until killing frost and then be like, well, that was it, wrap it up. So I want to replant these areas with something, but I'm not sure what to plant. I do have squashes, but I also have a space where I'm going to put the squashes. We'll put squashes everywhere. So the garden, okay, I still haven't mulched. But the garden is looking, it still looks a little sparse to me. I feel like it's not going to look full until those tomato plants grow up and some of the other vining stuff grows up, and once the corn really takes off and stuff like that, then it'll look a lot better to me. However, I know that sometimes I look at other people's gardens and I'm like, well, look at how much better their garden is than mine. It's so amazing. How come mine doesn't look like that? Oh, I must be so lazy. How come I can't just pull myself together and get out there and really do it? And I appreciate it when people tell me like they might have advantages that I don't have, and their season of life might be different than my season of life. So if for some reason you are looking at my garden and thinking it looks better than your garden, then I will tell you what advantages I have. We do have a truck to get all that mulch. I have a husband who is very handy and can build trellises and also can do like really hard lifting stuff. really bang it out. And then my biggest advantage is that I'm here at the house like all day. This is where I am. I'm busy doing other things, but I am here. So if I get time, like right now, I can run out and do a few little things. It's not like I live off the property or that I'm at a job somewhere off property all day. So if you are looking at my garden wondering how does it look like so great, which I look at it and I don't think it looks that way, but if you do, maybe that's some of the difference. I was hoping to bring you out here and cut down all my brassicas and stuff like that and get a good start, but time got away from me, and I'm gonna see if I can do it a little bit later. But right now I'm gonna go finish the jelly and take care of my son, and so I'll just have to see you later. And until then, remember that comparison is the thief of joy.